Alright, so today we got a lot of news that we want to talk about. Yesterday, Robtop was active, and there are a lot of things that he said, and I want to, talk about them because some of them are really important, and I also want to share my thoughts about some stuff. So let's just begin. He first came and said that he's grinding 2.2 to be able to publish the update in October, like he promised. And he also talked about the upcoming contest, icon contest, so you can draw your own icon in order to have it in the game, but that's gonna, of course, come after 2.2. We're gonna be able to have our own icons in the game soon. And he also said the custom keybinds are not gonna be in 2.2, but later for sure. And there are not many pixel art icons that you can pick up from. And until here, I was not in the chat. I came a little bit after that, and I asked Robtop one of the most important questions to ever, and he told him to remove the spider game mode. Let's go. Okay, I really wish he said yes, because I really don't like the spider game mode either. And he said he's not gonna allow people to draw their own icons and import them into the game themselves, because then where is the point of unlocking icons? Of course, if you like an icon but you don't have it unlocked, you can basically just draw it and then you have it, basically. This is why Robtop was always against this particular feature. And he said he's gonna be reworking the rating system, which I think is a pretty good decision as well. Nothing too much about that yet. And around here is when I came to the chat. He said that 2.2 is gonna be 64 bits only on phone but not on Windows yet. I originally thought he was gonna do 64 for PC as well, but I'm not quite sure about that either now. Oh, here I am. I arrived at the chat. And the last question Robtop answered from other people than me is, one of the things that I'm most excited about in the update is the online mode, which is the versus mode. This is the first thing that we want to talk about. So we all know that versus mode is something that has been planned for 2.2. Robtop has always talked about this particular feature of, like, you can play against your friend in the game, which would be amazing. That was one of my favorite addition to 2.2, but unfortunately he said he's gonna have to delay it until after 2.2, but it's gonna be very fun. And I can understand that from a perspective of a game developer. Me, of course, I made some games. I think especially multiplayer game modes, or just any game modes where you have constant connection to the servers, is super difficult to code, especially for somebody that has never tried this before, like Robtop, for example. This is the first time he's done it, and I don't think it's going to be perfect if you release it with 2.2, because it really needs a lot of time to make sure everything is perfect. Like we saw Counter-Strike 2, Counter-Strike 2 is so terrible, dude, and we don't want versus mode to be like that. Okay, let's just be patient and wait for 2.21, which is going to be the patch update, which we're going to talk about in a bit. And let's now see what I said when I came to the chat. I asked him if he's gonna lock all the 2.2 features like Counter-Strike 2 did, and he said he didn't see what it did. Boom boom. And I told him that they removed all of the game modes, which is kind of stupid. And okay, so I was asking him whether he's gonna lock any 2.2 features, and he said he's not locking anything because he doesn't need to. Some needs to be delayed to meet the deadline, but that's just to make sure nothing subpar is released. We'll delay Explorers until shortly after 2.2. This level needs some rework that I won't be able to finish in time. Let me clarify one thing before I go deeper into this message. First of all, 2.2 is going to come with 2 official levels. The first one is Dash. Initially it was going to come with 2 official levels. The first one is that guy and the second one is this one. So this is the first level. It's not going to be a demon, but Explorers, this is going to be a demon level with about 16 stars. As far as we know, this is not 100% true, but as far as we know, this is going to be 16 stars. And Robtop said this level is not going to be published with 2.2 instantly. However, we're going to be able to play this one instantly. When 2.2 comes out, you can go straight and play this as a main level. So 2.2 for now is only gonna have 1 main level, but he said that he's gonna delay it to shortly after 2.2. To me, I think this is pretty fine, because in this scenario, Robtop can either delay 2.2 or delay Explorers because it's not finished. And he chose to delay Explorers, which I think is a very good decision. We've waited for the update for 6 years. Come on, there's so much to explore, and we're gonna get Explorers anyway. So let's just have 2.2 in October. Come on, we've waited for so long. It's okay to have 1 main level for now. Dash is also a pretty cool level. Like, when the Explorers came out, nobody really liked it. I did a little bit. The colors were pretty cool. But a rework is necessary, and I think this is a very cool decision, not gonna lie. He said it's gonna be out pretty soon after 2.2, so that would be fine. Yeah, and we're gonna have a lot more stuff to do in the meantime. I think it's gonna be fine. Don't worry, guys. Just wait for that time where 2.2 is gonna be released. That's gonna be like the best day ever. No matter even if let's be honest, even if the game gets updated with 0 new content, I would be happy because we haven't had an update for like 6 years. Okay, and here I asked him. I was gonna surprise and I asked him whether Dash, which is this level, this is a very cool level by the way, I asked him if this level is going to be playable on launch. So when 2.2 comes out, are we going to be able to instantly go to the main levels and play Dash, or are we going to have to, like, you know, play the map first and unlock some secrets from the story, and then we'll be able to unlock Dash? But he said no, it's playable and unlocked, which is amazing. We're gonna have to, you know, play Dash instantly when 2.2 comes out. I honestly, what I thought is Explorers and Dash are gonna be locked. This is why I asked him this. I thought they were gonna be locked and we're gonna have to find a way to unlock them, because the arrow trigger is pretty new and people said that this part did not really introduce it very well, so maybe we're gonna have like a bunch of levels before we can play Dash, but apparently no, we can play it instantly, which is pretty cool. And he said he's pretty happy with the feel of platformer 2. That will be fun for everyone to test. That gives me some kind of vibes that it's not very stable yet, so the community has to test it. We're gonna have to see. Wait, what? I feel like I've only started seeing teasers and sneak peek 2.2 2 years ago. I might have. And here we have somebody asking how you found a fix for music syncing after the 2.2 new features, or will you just have to suffer? Okay, this is very important. You can make most stuff sync. It's just a creator issue. Some things are more complicated to set up, but it's possible. Okay, cool. In case you guys don't know what the heck is going on right now, when you go reverse in 2.2, you can click the orb way too late or way too early. So that means the music sync is going to be messed up. With the arrow trigger, that's also a very similar scenario. Song triggers has much more features than what people have used in the private servers. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So Ruptop does know a lot about the Geometry Dash 2.2 private server, which I use for my main channel now. I can't wait to use the official 2.2 for that. It's going to be so cool. Okay, let's get back to the topic. He actually said that he used the 2.2 GDPS levels to test stuff, which I think is amazing. This is such a good idea. Like, instead of dropping 2.2 and then seeing what people upload and then fix bugs according to that, which means we're going to get a bug 2.2, he said, no, I'm going to play the 2.2 GDPS and see what people have built already with the leaked 2.2 version and fix bugs according to them. So the official version that we're going to get for 2.2 is going to be already fixed. Like, so many bugs are going to be added here, which I think is very amazing. I mean, there are still going to be a lot of bugs, but at least we have some bugs fixed. I think this is great news, to be honest. He said, will 2.2 add 64-bit support for Mac, 1 MS1 native support for constant frame drops, etc.? He said, yes, I work a bit of Mac. It should be much better in 2.2. Kind of cool. Yeah, there are a lot of improvements in the performance in 2.2, which is going to be amazing. He said like, move triggers have way better performance. Amazing stuff. Just amazing. Can't believe we're getting the update in like 3 weeks max. This is crazy. Which one has been your favorite? He's talking about the levels from 2.2, the leaked version, the 2.2 GDPS. Don't have a favorite, but many creative ideas. Lots of messy stuff, though I think everyone will need to learn how to use the new features, me included. Yo, okay, that gives me some vibes that 2.2 is gonna last forever. We're gonna have so much new stuff to explore. I'm pretty sure that in the next 10 years, we're gonna still have unexplored things. Not like in the game, but in the editor, you know? People are gonna find out about new stuff. Like, who expected that you can do 3D stuff in 2.1 when 2.1 came out? Nobody. However, now we're figuring out that it's actually possible. Like, what? And 2.2 have, like, it's insane. I've seen so many 2.2 videos and it's just mind-blowing. Are you gonna switch servers? Okay, this is very interesting. This is super interesting. This gives us like a 2.2 release date thingy. Are you gonna switch servers with 2.2? So as you guys know, the current servers are very weak. If many people join the servers and play online levels, the servers are gonna be very slow. And we know that 2.2 is so big that so many people are gonna return to the game, and also new players are going to come. So Rotop says he's just going to upgrade the servers, and it would be bad to not do it before 2.2, which means he's going to switch the servers to the new ones before 2.2 comes out. And this is very, very interesting stuff. He here said that he's going to switch before 2.2. So the servers will be offline for around 6 hours sometime next week. Next week, somewhere in here, he's gonna switch the servers, and the servers are gonna be down for like 6 hours. So please don't tell me 2.2 is out in those 6 hours. Wait, maybe it is. I don't know. But either way, I do not think that 2.2 is gonna come out in the first half of the next week. So I think on the 10th, like everything beyond that is possible, but everything prior to that, I don't think 2.2 is gonna come out 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th. I really don't think so, because he has to switch the servers, so somewhere in here maybe, and after that 2.2. So I really don't think it's gonna come out next week. I'm gonna make a full video on when I think 2.2 is gonna drop exactly, and I'm gonna like analyze a lot of stuff so you guys see. Okay, here we have how will it affect the hitbox when we change the perspective of objects. And he said you can't skew objects that collide with the player. You first have to make them untouchable, and then you can play around with them, like rotate them or skew them, which of course removes the hitbox, which makes sense. Oh, here I asked him one more time, are you planning on redesigning all the GD pages for all platforms as well as your main page? What I meant by that is the 2.2's team page. So as we've talked about in the previous video, the screenshots are very outdated, and he said probably, but don't think so for 2.2. Maybe a 2.2 hotfix. I like that. I really wish he would do that on 2.2's launch, but whatever. I think he's very, very low on time. I think what I've said in my previous videos is correct, that he's so low on time that he's gonna have to find so many bugs first and release it in the second half of October. I really think so, which is fine. I mean, we want to have like a perfect 2.2. We're not gonna get one, but it's gonna be as good as it can be. Rotop is basically gonna use his full time on like making the update as enjoyable as possible. Here he said, Rotop, please make the physics for GD be default by 360 physics. Play 2.2 first, and then we will see. Hopefully not needed. The consistency and improvements should be enough to make up for it. We'll see. Okay, 2.2 is just like a testing thingy. He's gonna have to do a lot of bug fixes and stuff after 2.2 comes out. So yeah. Here he said, someone asked, will the platform level be hidden behind the secret coins in the main levels, or is there going to be like a new method of unlocking levels? And he said official levels platformer are unlocked in succession. Complete level 1, unlock level 2. So that basically means it's like the gauntlets. You have a bunch of like a map, and you have to complete each individual level in order to unlock the next one, which I think is a very cool idea. I'm pretty sure he got this idea from EVW, from the 2.11 video, or GD Jump to Dash World. I'm pretty sure I saw that video. What are you fixing or working on right now? You said something about performance code in Parallax level. He said he's mostly building a level, to be honest. So I'm assuming he is making more platformer levels for the map, but I'm not quite sure about that. Maybe he's fixing Explorers, trying to get it out in 2.2, which is very unlikely because he's already stated that it's going to have to be delayed. But whatever. I asked him one more question. I'm carrying the whole chat. Is there anything that you'll be afraid for on 2.2's launch, like dangerous game-breaking bugs or community feedback? I've talked about this in my previous videos. Rotop is right now testing the dangerous bugs and, trying to get rid of most of them, so 2.2 is as stable as possible. And he said he's not really afraid of that. It's going to be fun. He's sure that there are going to be a lot of problems, like I said in my video. Nothing too bad. Plus, he should be able to update the game very fast, which I think is also kind of, dangerous bugs have to be fixed immediately. What can I say? How long? Okay, this is interesting. How long do you plan 2.3 taking, if you thought about it? First focus after 2.2 will be a hotfix update for bugs, and then 2.21 to add missing features. Okay, so after 2.2 is going to be released, all the bugs that we're going to have to find by then are going to be fixed in a patch update. And hopefully there are not going to be more, so Rotop has more time to work on Explorers, and then he's going to work on Explorers, like I said, and upload Explorers with the 2.21 Okay, I hope that made sense. And add missing features. I hope he's gonna add versus mode to that as well. That would be amazing, dude. That would be like 2 updates in like 6 months. But then 2.3, probably 6 months would be a target. And we will see what that contains. Okay, the game is gonna be normal again. We're gonna get frequent updates again. This is gonna be insane. And he's back to grinding 2.2. It's gonna be fun sharing 2.2 with us. Make sure to click on this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to slap that subscribe button so you don't miss any news. And yeah, I will tell you guys what you think about this in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.